I thought about making another sports video, but I wanted to make a random topic video and talk about this certain topic that's been on my chest for a while now. And a notification just popped up on my screen. What is that? Alright, took care of that. Anyway, so about like a couple of weeks ago, on a Sunday afternoon, a beautiful Sunday afternoon, I get a text from a coworker slash friend. She texts me saying that a coworker got assaulted in an elevator. And this coworker's name is, let's say, Katie. And the person that did the assaulting is James. Katie and James, alright? So she texts me that Katie was assaulted in an elevator, that James tried to kiss her in the mouth, and Katie wants to know what should she do. So I say she should go to HR. She should tell somebody. That's a serious offense. And then my friend texts me saying that, what if it's a false allegation? I said, did it really happen? And she said that she wasn't there, she didn't see it. Okay, well, if it's a false allegation, then she shouldn't say anything. Go to the next day, I see James in the hallway, and he seems fine. He seems okay. Go to Tuesday, I don't see James at all. And by the way, James apparently gives Katie meal tickets so that she can go to the cafeteria and help her buy food, and I guess they talk pretty cool with one another. So there's a little context with James and Katie. But anyway, going back to Tuesday, I'm talking to another coworker, and my friend, she comes over and tells the coworker what happened on Sunday. Friend seems to be pretty adamant about getting James fired. We all part ways. I go to my station. The coworker comes to me and she asks me, do I believe it? And I say no, because my friend didn't see it. And she even asks like if it's a false allegation. So it's been known that women put in false allegations against men like 2.8% of the time. That's usually the number, not 2.8%, 2% to 8% of the time. That's usually the number that I see when I'm reading articles. I even saw a 2% to 10% that men are usually accused of false sexual allegations. So yeah, she asked me if I thought it was true. I said no. And then I asked her, how did Katie seem on Sunday? She seemed fine. I was like, really? She seemed fine. Because that's how she looked to me. She's coming in to work happy-go-lucky, acting like nothing happened. Or someone who just got kissed in the mouth or tried to get kissed in the mouth by some creep or by some dude. She seems to be pretty fine. So later on that night, me and my friend were leaving, walking out, and then I start talking to her about what Katie said. And I basically say that I think that Katie is full of shit. And then I asked her why. Why would she do that? Is it because she wanted attention, right? Is it because she wants to know if she is good looking? Is there women that are unattractive who put in false or put in allegations? And when they put in allegations, people don't believe them because they are unattractive, which is messed up. It's messed up if that is true. But what is the reason why? What is the reason why? And I'm trying to make the case that I think she's lying. You know, there have been women who put in false allegations against men for the most minuscule reasons. My friend, she's not really listening to what I have to say. She's defending the woman. Of course, no shock there. Women defend women. Hashtag believe all women is real. Hashtag women defend women. I don't know if that's an actual hashtag, but it should be. And through this whole process, I'm actually getting kind of pissed. It's actually bothering me. It's crazy because I'm aware of men being falsely accused by women, but yet for some reason this is bothering me. It's kind of one of those, I don't know, one of those you won't realize how bad something is until it happens to you. Even though it didn't happen to me, but it happened where I work. It happened around me. Like the coworker, I work with this coworker. I work with this person. The fact that she's putting in a false allegation, I think it's false. Someone might say, well, how would you know that it's false? Well, how would you know that it's real? No one was there. I'm just basing it off of the fact that there has been instances to where women have falsely accused men of assault, and the men pay for it. And so I started reading articles and trying to find stories of women falsely accusing men for assault. And I found this one article. Let's see here. It's kind of a long-ass article here. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I highlighted some stuff. Stanford University employee charged with making 2 false sexual assault allegations. According to the complaint obtained by NBC News, Jennifer Griez, who was 25, of Santa Clara, was arrested on 2 felony counts of perjury and 2 misdemeanor counts of inducing false testimony after an investigation found that she twice made false accusations of rape against someone matching the description of a black male coworker in what Santa Clara County District Attorney Jeff Rosen called a rare and deeply destructive crime. Griez, who works in the university's housing service department, has been released on $25,000 bail, and arraignment is scheduled in St. Jose for April 17th. A DA spokesperson said she should face 5 years in jail if she is convicted, the spokesperson said. Fast forward. Griez, however you say her name, first told county sexual assault forensic examination nurses at Santa Clara Valley Medical Center on August 9th that she had been attacked by a black man in his late 20s in the bathroom near Stanford Wilbur Hall. According to a DA's office, it said that she alleged that she did not want to contact law enforcement and that the perpetrator was an unknown assailant. After she saw the subsequent campus safety alert, Griez reached out to the Stanford Public Safety Department to speak with a detective about the criminal process. When they met August 17th, she refused to disclose any more details about the alleged sexual assault, but said she knew the alleged perpetrator and did not believe the public was in danger. She also asked the detective whether Human Resources would be notified of this report and said she did not expect a community alert or for the incident to be in the news. The probable cause document says the detective told her the university had received numerous questions from concerned parents of students at Stanford about whether the campus is safe. Less than 2 months later, on October 7th, Griez again reported to a sexual assault forensic examination nurse at Stanford Hospital that she had been raped on campus. This time, she alleged by a black man in his late 20s in a basement storage closet. In both cases, the probable cause document says she signed a consent form acknowledging the nurses were mandated reporters who had to notify law enforcement about the reported sexual assaults, that they would submit her name to law enforcement along with a suspicious injury report. That led to the 2 misdemeanor charges of inducing false testimony. The complaint says both Griez's sexual assault examination kits were analyzed as priority rushes given the extreme public safety a potential sex offender. The DA's office said, according to the probable cause document, the lab reports showed no male DNA detected in the genital or oral areas for both rape kits. Evidence revealed that Griez made up the stories due to being angry at a coworker. She was angry at a coworker. The DA's office said, adding that she twice applied under penalty of perjury for funds from the California Victims of Crimes Board, which reimburses crime-related expenses, attesting that she had been sexually assaulted. She did not receive funds from the entity, a spokesperson for the DA said. And then I found another article back in 2006. This woman named Crystal Magnum falsely accused 3 Duke University lacrosse players of raping her, making national headlines that stirred tensions about race, class, and the privilege of college athletes, has admitted publicly for the first time that she made up the story. Magnum, who is black, said in an interview with the Let's Talk with Kat podcast that she made up a story that wasn't true about what the players who had attended a party where she was hired to perform as a stripper because I wanted validation from people and not from God. I testified falsely against them, saying that they raped me when they didn't, and that was wrong. Magnum, who is 46, said in an interview which was released on Monday. The interview was recorded last month on the North Carolina Correctional Institution for Women, where Magnum is incarcerated for fatally stabbing her boyfriend in 2011. Now, with this, this chick had some issues. She just stabbed her boyfriend, as I read, in 2011. In 2013, she was convicted of second-degree murder. So this bitch had some problems. So when you read that, her future behaviors after the whole graping incident, I can believe that wasn't true. I found another story. This woman, she falsely accused this man of kidnapping and raping her because he thought he looked creepy, and he was in jail for 31 days. It's scary. It really is scary. And the coworker that I work with, I don't really like being around her. I have an unease feeling when I'm around her now. When she tries to talk to me, I just want to say, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to be cordial around you. Let's just keep things work related. I don't even want to say hi to her because I am that freaked out. I'm not just saying this just to be saying this. It's terrifying how a woman can just falsely accuse a guy for nothing, for being creepy. And that dude spent 31 days in jail. I came across a video on YouTube, a Dr. Phil segment. This woman falsely accused this man of raping her. He got 14 years in prison. Men lose their careers, their relationships with their family and friends. If they don't lose it, it's definitely affected. And I don't know if it stays on their record. If it does stay on their record, then that sucks too. How are you going to get a job once you get out of prison? How are you going to explain that? You're going to need proof, right? But I don't know. It seems like the women get some consequence for their actions, but I think they should serve the same amount of time that a actual rapist would serve. Not a few months in prison, or they shouldn't even be bailed out on bond. They should do the time that an actual criminal would serve. And I know about the whole Shannon Sharp incident that's going on right now. I'm not making this video because I think that the girl who is claiming assault against him is full of shit. Even though she could be. She's trying to get $50 million out of it. So, and that situation seems to get crazier and crazier. I'm just basing it off of something that happened at work, and it freaked me out. And I started looking up stories and articles. Wanted to come on here and ramble about it. Please like and subscribe. Random topics and sports videos, but mostly random topics. Since we're in the off season, still in the off season, and now that the NFL draft has passed, the NBA playoffs are still going on. I'm going to try and make some basketball content, even though it was hard for me to do this season because I was trying to watch the full games. I just started using the condensed version. I was aware of the condensed version on the League Pass, but I felt like it was cutting out certain parts of teams' possessions, and it kind of made me feel like I was just watching the highlights, and I don't want to just watch the highlights. I want to see the full game. But now that I've given the condensed version a chance, it'll be a lot easier for me to watch these playoff games. I've seen most of the first round so far, so I'm going to try and make some basketball content. So if you enjoy these, please like and subscribe. That is it. I am out.